Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 24th to the 30th. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in, Libra. Here we are. This is it. Are you ready? The single most important week of 2025 for you, for the collective. This is the week where we have that rare 6-7 planet conjunction in the sky over that 0 degree point of Aries. Never seen this before. Nobody on this planet has experienced it, nor will they ever in our lifetime, right? So this is big, okay? And you throw in Chiron up there, you throw in the North Node up there. Ooh, yeah. So this is, come on. It's nearly the entire solar system, all hovering that 0 degree point. Okay, the world axis, the Aries point, the beginning of the beginning, right? The beginning of the zodiac. This is big. And the planets that are not up there are all aspecting. I mean, like, it's mind-blowing this week. So buckle up. This is going to be a big week. It's a huge paradigm shift. You can consider it being a big reset, a new path, new beginning. But ultimately, as I've been saying all month, all year, it is a brand new era. Okay, you got some major things happening. Okay, this week also marks my 3-year anniversary. Y'all, I want to thank you. Just take this time out to thank you. I really appreciate it. Wouldn't be here without you. So I'm so grateful. And special thank you to members who make it possible for me to do these very thorough, in-depth forecasts for you, these readings on top of a full-time job. And as always, if you'll go straight to the tarot reading, I always leave the timestamps in the description box in the comments as well. But listen, this is really, and anyone can become a member. We'd love to have you, and obviously it really does help me tremendously and help support me. Now this week, I want you to know, Libra, this is gonna feel like Back to the Future. I don't know if you saw that movie, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. Marty McFly. All right, you're gonna feel that because we're going to the past. Everything that's happening this week is linked to the past, to your past, for your new beginning. Okay? And the reason why, one of the reasons why, and maybe this is just timed like fate, destiny, whatever it is, the reason why actually, talking about me launching my channel is because it's going to give you an idea of what you can expect this week and, what to do this week to follow your path as well. All right. Because we are in Aries season. We just hit the equinox, right? The sun in Aries, the beginning. We're at the beginning. We have a new moon, solar eclipse in Aries, Mercury, Venus in Aries, all this Aries energy. Remember, Aries is all about the beginning, the new beginnings, right? Big highlight. You see Neptune moving into Aries. That's once in a lifetime. It hasn't happened in 164 years. You haven't ever experienced this. And it's going to be here for, the next 13, 14 years. So why is me telling you about launching my channel relevant to what is happening here is because I launched it the last week of March 2022. During a new moon in Aries. While the sun was in Aries, conjuncting Mercury in Aries, I knew that your Jupiter was moving into Aries. So 2 things here. I do this to help you plan things, to take advantage of these aspects. You can plan things, and it doesn't matter what sign you are, you always want to start something new. You want to launch something new. You want to change your life around that Aries point. Okay? So please take advantage, because had I launched this, again, I timed it. Had I launched it any other time, who knows where it would have been. So, and it was bolstered by a lot of Aries eclipses that we're going to talk about. Okay, so remember, everything this week is blast to the past, and I'm gonna tell you what's going on. But remember, this eclipse is 10 times the power of a new moon. Okay, big now, and nudging you forward on your path. So feel free to get out your notebooks, Libra Nation, because there's some pretty mind-blowing things here. Okay, first things first, remember, Mars is trining Saturn. They're going to perfect next week. What does that mean? Trines auspicious, amazing. And because they're meeting up in the sky like exact next week, they're peaking now. Very, very auspicious trine. Remember, Mars is in Cancer in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, your reputation. If you're retired, if you're not working, it's whatever you're exerting all your energy into that you want to be known for. If you want to be known as, the best catwalker in your neighborhood, that's where you're exerting your energy. So anyway, it's what you want to be known for. It's fame, but career is a big thing. Social status here is a really big thing as well. And it's trining, Saturn in Pisces, again, your 6th house of everyday activities, your routines, including work, your responsibilities, your duties when it comes to work and health is part of this, your lifestyle, wellness, fitness, all of that, pets as well. Okay. So think about February 9th when Mars trined Saturn. Remember back then, I told you we were going to have this again. So look at your February 9th to 16th weekly forecast when Mars retrograde trined Saturn. Okay. This is a big deal. I said we were going to have it again when Mars is now direct. So there you go. You got the 2 malefic planets, the bad boys, right? Working for you now. Okay. This is amazing. This is your stamina, endurance, feeling driven, that drive, that passion. You say, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to grab, life by the ram horns. This is me making things happen, getting what I deserve. Because why? Saturn is life lessons, but also long-term goals, long-term gains, stability, structure, authority. You becoming a bigger authority when it comes to work. Big, okay? Creative projects, everything here. And also, don't forget, Saturn is karma. So you put in that work, you get rewarded. All right? Take that inspired action. Vibrate at that high frequency, because also remember 2 weeks ago we had Sun conjunct Saturn in Pisces. That set you up on this new cycle. It's a 1-year aspect. So you're feeling that. So that sets you up for a year. Yeah, Saturn. And remember the North Node is there, right? All year. Okay. All in Pisces, your 6th house. Okay. So your everyday activities are changing. Everything's changing for you, Libra. And this eclipse that's happening this week, remember, it's a 6-month cycle. So remember, back to the future. Things from the past, propelling you forward. Now, Monday, March 24th, we've got the Sun conjuncting Mercury in Aries. Okay. So funny enough, we had this on the same day, February 9th, when Mars trines Saturn. So go back to that reading. See what happened for you around that time. This is Mercury retrograde. Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde, your ruling planet all retrograde this week. Things are coming up from the past. Their planets are trudging things up from the past. Bring them up, especially around February 9th. What happened that week? All right. What were you thinking? What was on your mind, especially when it came to partnerships and relationships and legal matters and marriage and, legal, one-on-one connections? Yeah. This is big. This is you having a light bulb moment, a big moment. This is a really good time to, have an important conversation. You may be thinking about people and circumstances from your past. People from your past may be coming back, reconnecting with you. You got a lot of stuff happening in your work stuff. Maybe it's a former boss. Maybe it's someone from 10 years ago that is, started their own startup offering you a job, or do you know what I mean? Like, keep your lines of communication open, but this is, again, a lot for you. Processing things. Very nostalgic energy here, too. Y'all may be traveling, okay? I wouldn't be surprised. Now, if you're a cross watcher, if you watch your rising, your moon, your, partner, your sister, your dog, whoever, all the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and you, Libra, you're going to feel this the most. And if you know your birth chart, and I get a lot of questions about that still, I look at my bonus content or my live streams where I talk more about this stuff, but it's your birth chart, your natal chart. If you have any planets in Aries, 2 to 6 degrees, you will feel this. Remember, you are still feeling Venus sextiling Pluto from last weekend right now. All right. Remember, that was a strong sextile. And so Remember, a blast of the past. The moon is going to be in Aquarius this day, conjuncting Pluto. So that really amplifies this energy because they're both sextiling Venus and Mercury. So what's happening here? A lot of stuff with love, romance, true love, your significant other, or, children, your relationship with children, or just things that bring you pleasure and joy. Excuse me. It's powerful. This is the future, your future. Okay, so look at last week's reading. Remember, Aries and Aquarius, they share those two things in common, right? The nonconformist, marching to my own drumbeat, individualistic energy. You do you, Libra. This is all about you. Remember, Aries is the I am, and there's a lot of Aries energy. You're going to be feeling it anyway. This aspect, remember, your values. What do you value? It's money, it's finances, it's possessions, wealth, power. And relationships seize the day, okay? Tuesday, March 25th, you've got Mercury sextiling Pluto, okay? Now, we had this on March 5th. Go back to your reading, the March 1st to March 9th. Weekly reading. What happened around March 5th? What was on your mind? It's Mercury retrograde, bringing something up from that point because the planet's back on that degree. What was you thinking about, especially when it comes to things that bring you pleasure, joy, relationships, true love, romance? Are you seeking a partner? Are you seeking a business partner? Are you seeking, to feel fulfilled in that area? This is a lot of creative energy for you, yeah, in your fifth house. Procreation. Are y'all having babies, grandkids? Is that happening within your orbit? Do you want it? Is that on your mind? Are you thinking about that? Remember, this is a lot happening here. This is a strong aspect. It's a sextile. Windows of opportunity here. Really great. Okay. Pluto, by the way, remember, can go really deep. Okay. Very psychological. So, and it's also revelations. There could be secrets. You even saying things, you revealing things that are just like, I'm so glad I said that because it's all about your personal revolution and freedom, freeing yourself, okay? But you're likely definitely going back to the past around something. And this is a great aspect for writing and creativity, like I said. Fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and fire signs. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo will feel this, the most. I'm throwing in Virgo and Gemini as well, with Mercury being their ruling planet, okay? Now, Wednesday, March 26th, Mars square Chiron. This is going to be one of the biggest things for you this week, okay? And I can't even, I told you about this last week. Mars has been squaring Chiron all month because Mars is moving so slow, right? In your 10th house of career and fame and your reputation. Now they're going to meet up exact, okay? Now they're just like, okay, 21 degrees. Mars, remember, is the ruler of Aries. Yeah. And Mars is in Cancer, squaring Chiron in Aries. So Mars is looking at Chiron and be like, you're in my house, right? So remember, Chiron is the centaur, the wounded healer, right? Represents our deepest wounds where we feel the most vulnerable, right? You have Chiron and Aries in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, marriage, legal matters, everything that I explained, everything in Aries, your opposite sign is Aries, okay? So there's something here where it's all about healing, profound healing, self-healing, healing old wounds, okay? And for a lot of y'all, it may be the lack of partnership, relationship, or feeling here. Remember, this is going deep. But you do have this great capacity to heal yourself, maybe by healing others or vice versa. Here's the thing with Mars in your 10th house, there's also something here about your reputation or career. It could be a partnership in career as well, partners in career, colleagues, things like that. Okay. So just keep that in mind, or something that you really want to achieve. Keep that in mind. There's something here where you want to heal it before you move into all this blast off new moon solar eclipse energy. And listen, I know it's easier said than done, but because with this exact square, and it's such a big thing, yeah, we're going to do a separate thing in the second spread, okay, for tier 3 members, really good, and legendary members. This can be sensitive. You can feel really sensitive here, but remember, Mars in Cancer. Cancer is a crab. Pinchers can come out. You could also feel very defensive. There could also be a lot of home stuff here, okay? Home, family in the picture, parents, children, all significant other. Okay, so use this for that self-healing, okay? And you're going to be fine. There actually may be like a male figure involved here for y'all, okay? So again, we'll talk about that. In the second spread, but we'll see what comes up here in your spread. But listen, all the cardinal signs, this is a big week for you. You're a cardinal sign, so you see everything's happening with cardinal signs. Cardinal signs that would include Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and you are going to feel this the most. That's why I'm giving you a little heads up here. And here's the other thing, Libra. On top of that, if you know your birth chart, if you have any planets between 18 to 24 degrees of any cardinal signs, it doesn't matter which one, because we're looking at the angular. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, I'll explain that in another live stream or something. But any of those 4 signs that I mentioned, any planets between 18 and 24 degrees, yes, you may also feel this as well. Okay, now again, really good time to do that healing, because look at what you're about to move into, right? Thursday, March 27th, Venus moves back to Pisces. Still retrograde, yeah? 29 degrees, okay? So look back to your January forecast when Venus was in Pisces the entire month. What was going on your mind? What was happening for you around that time, especially with your daily activities, with health matters, doctors, physical therapy, trainers, vets, yeah, colleagues, employees, work. What was going on? What was on your mind? Okay. And especially think of the last week of January, like January 28th, my birthday, to about February 3rd, 4th, when we had the new moon in Aquarius, okay? Because that's where where you may have really been in this, okay? All right, now Venus is, and we'll talk, and so yeah, Venus is now in Pisces again. All right, so now Venus, because Venus is back in Pisces and going backwards now, retrograde, will conjunct Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees. So you got Venus, the little sister, to Neptune, the big sister. We have this February 1st. Go back to your forecast. What were you thinking about? What was happening? What were the other aspects happening around that time? Remember, this is strong. It's a conjunction. This is all about harmony in relationships. This is money matters. This is actually really great. I love this conjunction. It's great for love and creativity and compassion, imagination, visualization. We talked about that last week. Intuition, the arts, your dreams, music. Remember, Venus and Neptune both rule music. Remember, sound is vibration. It's healing. This is you floating in this high vibration, okay? Hemisync, that flow state, okay? I talked about that in my last live stream. It's all up here, right? Pineal gland, all of it, awakening. This is really amplified. It's in Pisces, very spiritual. Remember, Pisces is the spiritual, so it's North Node in Pisces is your spiritual awakening, but it's also Venus retrograde. It's very nostalgic. What do you desire? At this point, have that intuitive, all of that, like remember, it's Venus, it's your ruling planet. What do you desire? What brings you pleasure? What do you believe? What do you want to attract? How will you get it? Like, all of that here is big, okay? Because it's part of this big shift that's happening in your daily activities, all right? Following your true purpose. Now, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and especially Pisces will feel this the most out of all the signs, all right? But I am throwing you in there because Venus is your ruling planet, you in Taurus, okay? Now, moon, so y'all are going to feel this. The moon will conjunct Sirius on this day as well. I talked about Sirius, another planetoid asteroid, just like Chiron. And their aspects are strong and mean a lot and do a lot. And, we always talk about them in the second spread. But just as a reminder, Sirius is mother archetype, motherhood, motherly love. If you're a mother, or your mother, or just a strong maternal figure, I mean, the moon is a mother. So this is big, really, really, really big. And again, there just may be this quality that comes out because this is all about nurturing, okay? home, family, especially loved ones. But again, for you, it's, it could be self-nurturing, and it's good timing with Chiron square Mars. So nurture and others within your world. Now, at this point, as you know, we have almost the entire solar system hovering back and forth at 0 degree Aries point. You got Venus conjuncting Neptune, conjuncting Saturn, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting the Moon in Pisces. Okay? Conjuncting Ceres. But it's big. It's big. So, again, all these planets in Pisces, remember, it's dreams, but it's dreaming big. This is spirituality, enlightenment. This is your destiny. Okay? We're talking about the North Node here. Saturn's here, bringing your dreams to reality. Okay? You've got the moon in the picture, which isn't bad. It's just it can be very emotional. Be mindful of that escapism that I always talk about when Neptune, especially with this conjunction and 29 degrees, have a foot on the ground because it can bring up those lower expressions of illusion, delusion, confusion, escapism. Be mindful of your health, emotional, spiritual, even physical. We're talking about Saturn in the mix. Saturn's bones, old bones, its parents, grandparents, authority figures. Keep that in mind, all right? Because this is all happening while the sun is conjuncting Mercury in Aries. So there's your 6-planet conjunction right there, that conjunction junction, all hovering that 0 degree point of Aries Pisces. Do you see how we're shifting out of Pisces and moving into all this Aries energy, okay? It's 0 degrees, critical degree, the degree of new beginnings, golden buzzer, right? All the planets are creating these dynamics. They're speaking to each other. They're working with the divine, with karma, with destiny. That's what we're all here for. Now, the moon actually going to sextile Pluto. That's great. That's great because at this point, the moon moved into Aries, sextiling Pluto and Aquarius, one of the strongest sextiles. It's big. It's big. You are really, really focusing on marriage, partnerships, relationships, true love, creative partners, work partners, business partners. Deep. Okay? Now, all of that, as you move into Saturday, March 29th, the new super moon, solar eclipse in Aries, 9 degrees. Now, it's happening around 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, Brooklyn time. If you want to convert that to wherever you live in the world, it's a partial eclipse, okay? But it's 9 degrees. Now, why is that important? Because did you see your 2025 forecast? 2025, as we know, in numerology is 9. 2025 is the year of 9. What is 9? Completion. It's growth, personal growth. It's fulfillment. It's preparing yourself for 10. 10, when 0 equals 1, the new. Okay? The new. Remember, 2026 is the year. 2025 is the game-changing, bonkers, everything changes. You're not going to recognize yourself by the end of this year. This is a year that nobody has experienced in modern human history, dead or alive. Big year. It starts right now, but I want you to remember 9, okay? Because remember, Libra, back in November, yeah? Do you remember? Back in November, we had those 2 very unique new moons in November. It was a unique month. They were both at 9 degrees, okay? December 2024. We had that new moon in Capricorn at the end of December. A lot of home stuff was happening for you, the foundations of your life, parents, children. That was your 4th house. Anyway, 9 degrees. We had the new moon in January, right? The one in Aquarius, 9 degrees. New moon in February. And Pisces, 9 degrees. Do you see how everything's building up to this 9 degree point? And now you've got a new moon, solar eclipse in Aries at 9 degrees. But remember what I said. 9 is like completion, fulfillment. This is the last Aries eclipse that's concluding the eclipse cycle that was on the Aries-Libra axis that began 2023. You're truly finishing something up here. This is it. Now, remember what I said. This is happening at 9 degrees. This is happening at 9.00. So not 9, 37, not 9.14. This is exact. This is exactly 9 degrees. So this is powerful, and it's the last one. Okay? The new moon next month isn't. Oh my gosh. We got a full moon in your sign, Libra, next week. So, yeah, from now until mid April, oh, yeah, big shifts happening in your life. Okay. Now, here's the thing, think back to 2004, 2006. If you're Gen X or above, last time we had that this cycle. Remember, it's a 19-year cycle. You can pick up on similar patterns that were happening in your life around that time. But this is when things get a little bonkers, okay? Now, April 19th, 2023, Aries new moon solar eclipse. What happened for you then? Okay? That was at 29 degrees. Very, like, wow. Okay, really finishing something up. But that was around the time that Pluto did move into Aquarius for a short period of time. But also, April 11th was the luckiest day of 2023. It happened that week. So go back to your April 2023 forecast. What was happening for you around that time? Now, let's move up a year. April 8th, 2024, when we had the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries. And remember that? We all went on the roofs here. Or you did. And I remember we saw in the US. Anyway, that was at 19 degrees. Do you see the repetitive 9 in all these? Anyway, I did a video on that, like on, 9 things you can expect with eclipses, or even, it was based on that eclipse. I'll leave it in the description box or at the end of this video. But what were you doing? What was on your mind? What was happening in your life with partnerships and relationships and legal matters and marriage and all of that between April 8th to the 14th? That weekly reading, pull it up, 2024. Because you're going to see these patterns. And now, like I said, this is the last one. We don't have an eclipse in Aries until 2033. Yeah? This is the end of the eclipse cycle that was in... Remember, you had the North Node, South Node, Aries. You had the South Node in your sign? 2023, 2024, until just recently. So you were going through a big... Anyway, partnerships, relationships was a big thing for you. Now, this eclipse... Remember what I said about Aries, all about new ventures, new beginnings, taking bold actions, pioneering. This is a great time to launch something, to pitch an idea. Remember, this is an eclipse, 6-month cycle. What are you going to plant here that's going to grow for the, you know what I mean? Like, this is a great time to start partnerships. Do something for you, though. Take life, like I said, by the ram horns. A solar eclipse in Aries is so bold. It can be a breakthrough in itself. Set intentions. And I say that only because with eclipses, they're game changers. They're wild cards. You don't know which way the wind's going to blow with eclipses. However, you take this eclipse out. What did I say? What else is happening this week? There's a lot happening. So you want to be doing it every day. We're all made of energy. We vibrate every day. You're manifesting every day. So continue to do so. Now, this eclipse, just to let you know, what makes it so insane is that, well, it's going to sextile Jupiter. Have you seen Jupiter on this whiteboard all month? No, I said that Jupiter is really quiet this month. Great. Okay. Remember, sextiles are really wonderful. Jupiter expansion, abundance, luck, good fortune. Some of you are going to be traveling too, by the way, or meeting people from foreign cultures, foreign lands. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all start, maybe even like something with publishing or broadcasting as well, or education, maybe learning something new. Now, remember Saturn sextile Uranus. I talked about this last week. That's perfecting next week, okay? The first week of April, therefore peaking now. You're going to feel this, 24 degrees. Anyway, this is big, strong. Oh, wow, that's strong. And remember, Uranus in Taurus is in your 8th house. Big. Uranus brings surprises, the unexpected, but breakthroughs and progress and, that freedom, like I said. Your 8th house, death and rebirth, but also relationships, partnerships, business partners, love. But remember, the 8th house, it's a lot deeper than the 7th house, okay? And it's money. There's money stuff here for y'all. Now, cardinal signs, which includes you, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, are going to feel this the most. Sagittarius and Leo, yes, are going to feel this strongly too. They're fire signs. If you have any planets, or if you have the moon in Aries in your chart, 7 to 11 degrees, You're going to feel this. If you're a fixed sign, because Uranus and Pluto are in the mix here, you're going to feel this. If you're a mutable sign, all this Pisces energy, you're going to feel this. Everyone's going to feel this. Everyone's going to feel this eclipse. It's big, all right? But again, you in the cardinal signs, the most. Now, that night you see Mercury is moving back into Pisces, just like Venus did. So now Mercury is conjuncting Neptune, okay? In Pisces, 29 degrees again. Think about March 2nd. What happened for you March 2nd? What were you thinking about? What was on your mind? What was that creativity, imagination? Conjunctions are powerful. Look back to your March 1st and 9th reading. Okay. Remember, it's very like poetry, emotion, creativity, imagination, all that amplified, speaking compassionately. But it's Mercury. Like what was on your mind? Okay. Especially with work, your everyday activities, health matters. But also it's Neptune. So, do you remember the Oscars? I talked about that in my last live stream. Adrian Brody, remember how he won Best Actor? And I guess it was like documented as like the longest Oscar speech in history or whatever. Well, remember March 2nd when, around the Oscars happening, Adrian Brody, he has Mercury and Pisces in his chart, in his birth chart, okay? What did I just say? Mercury conjuncted Neptune back then. So Neptune was on his Mercury. Remember what I said with this aspect, have a foot on the ground, because you remember his speech. It went nowhere. It was like, blah, blah, blah. It was like, there was no point. It didn't really go anywhere. That's what I'm saying. That can happen. That can happen. Okay? That's a great example. So have a foot on the ground. It's very, lights on, nobody home. It can be if you're not, if your head's in the clouds, then yeah, it's so just be mindful. But at this point, you got Mercury, Venus, Neptune, the North Node, all conjuncting in Pisces again with Saturn here until mid-April. Yeah, there's a really big door opening for you. Okay, we're talking about the North Node. There's a big door opening for you. This is your destiny and your awakening. Big. Remember, Saturn makes your dreams become reality and you becoming more of an authority. No one on earth has ever experienced this. What's happening this week? Speaking of which, look at Sunday, March 30th. Neptune moves into Aries. This is nobody has experienced this on this planet. Okay. And this is giving you a preview for the next 13 years of your life. This is big. Remember, this is once in a lifetime. Nobody on earth has experienced this. Not everyone on earth gets to experience it. Same with Pluto and Aquarius. Same with Uranus and Gemini. That's happening, in a few months from now. So again, remember, this is a very, very unique year where nobody has we'll get into it. I'm going to do a separate video on Neptune and Aries because I'm not going to do any justice here. Because this is the paradigm shift, okay? But just know Neptune moving into Aries now, leaving Pisces, okay? But moving back into Pisces at the end of this year in your birthday season, just for a few months. And then you have Neptune in Aries from January 2026 to 2038, okay? So this is big. Last time Neptune was in Aries was 1861. Interesting, right? Because Neptune was only discovered in 1846. So not even like 15 years. Anyway, that's why Neptune rules Pisces. Okay. Neptune, Roman god of the sea. Poseidon in Greek, the sea, right? Emotions, love. All right. Is the subconscious, superconscious, compassion, dreams, visions, your imagination, your inspiration, media, the arts, music, spirituality, transcendence. That's Neptune. You already know what Aries is. I already told you what Aries is. So think about all that in Aries, the leader, the leadership, entrepreneurship, confidence, right? This is big. The pioneer, the ram, the I am, okay? Big. So this is happening for you. You're not only spiritually awakening from, the North Node in Pisces, you're awakening to your authentic self with Neptune and Aries. Now, Neptune and Aries, again, Aries rules your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, legal matters, diplomat, like you're married, like you are going to be a big leader, especially with I would not be surprised if you become some sort of leader with another person. I don't know, or I wouldn't be surprised if you are, like become a diplomat or like a judge or any of these things, right? This is big. This is really big for you. Really big. Okay. Neptune in Aries is very spiritual warrior. It's very compassionate hero. You're going to be harnessing that energy for the next 14 years. Visionary leader, visionary artist. Are you an artist? Great. This is spiritually pioneering. Gandhi, yeah? The most famous person, example of a leader who has had, he was born with Neptune in Aries in a chart, making sacrifices for the collective, for the greater good, okay? This is you and your quest, a 14-year quest. What is your quest? What is your vision? It starts now. With this, it starts now. Shared vision. Remember, it's a collective. All right. Neptune in Aries is very the hero's journey, the ideal, role model, superhero. What do you want to pass down to your kids, your grandkids? Remember, this is generational. If not that, what do you want to contribute to the collective, your society, your neighborhood, all that? This is just that transcendent courage, risk-taking, expanding your consciousness, growing spiritually. And let me remind you, I never told you. So the lower expression of Neptune in Aries is martyr complex. It's delusional leader. Julius Caesar also had Neptune in Aries, okay? Back in 45 BC. Anyway, here's the thing. It is truly... This is just initiating a new era, especially with Pluto and Aquarius at the same time. It's big. It's really big. So, I'll just do a separate video. But remember what I said at the end of this year, just to give you a heads up, so you can plan. Neptune will be going back into Pisces in October. And it's not just Neptune, it's Saturn. That's the other thing. In 2 months from now, Saturn's going to join Neptune. We will talk about that. That's big. So it's not just Neptune, it's Saturn too. All right. And then Uranus is going to leave Gemini, go back to Taurus. Pluto's going to go back to the, 1 degree point. Anyway, what I'm just trying to say is at the end of this year, it is going to feel like deja vu to what's happening right now. And it's going to be a thing. All right. It's going to be a thing. So, but you're going to be in a completely different area of your life. So we'll talk more about it during your birthday season. Just know this is game-changing bonkers, once-in-a-lifetime year. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on with you, Libra, for this week, March 24th to the end of the month for Libra. Sun, moon, and rising. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Libra. Let me move that. Libra, y'all, what do y'all do? How y'all been? Y'all are amazing. Y'all crack me up. Thanks so much for being here. I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will, especially and here's the other thing, I love y'all. And here's the thing. I told you about Chiron square Mars, but I didn't tell you that Chiron will actually conjunct the moon as well. So it's going to be big. So I got 2 decks here for the second spread. Okay. And we're going to do a separate spread, isolating this eclipse, a spread just on the eclipse. Libra, let's get started. Oh yeah, look at you. Okay, you're good and you're ready to go. You can't wait no more. You're like, let's do it. I'm ready. I love this. You're amazing. Libra, you're absolutely good. Okay. You got the 9 of Wands. Yeah. Put your foot down. This is all about perseverance. This is all about standing your ground. This is saying, no. I've gone through a lot. Okay. I've gone through a lot here. You can see he's got gauze on his head. But he's not backing down. He's saying, universe, you can throw me as many curveballs as you want. Bring it on. Come at me, bro. Yeah. He's protecting his wants. Nothing. You're good. Listen. Don't give up. That's all it's saying. Because look, it was in the heart of your spread. You don't give up on anything that's your ambitions, your passions, creative energy, work related matters as well with those wands. Yeah. Everything just moves for you. There's nothing in your way. Nothing. There's only one of two cards where there's no figure, no person. It's just 8-1 zipping through the air. Perfect. All aligning. Everything's aligning for you this week. Okay. Take those inspired actions, please. Again, like I said, wands, very invigorating. It's all about your passions. Where you like your passions? Yeah. We also call these, the arrows of love as well. So that's great. Everything's aligning. Okay. Trust in the universe. Trust in yourself. Have faith in yourself. The other thing is, it's a very career stuff, but there's definitely some stuff. This is all about movement. There's stuff happening for you, and there's things that are going to land for you. You got the 9 of Pentacles in your challenge area. That's fine. There's just someone that you may not see eye to eye with regarding money. Okay. There's also someone feels really detached. You may want to, heal that wound if that's, something that's happening. And if there's anything that, like here, when you look at your entire spread, you see what's happening in your crown. If there's anything here where it's like Mean Girls energy, like Regina George energy, right? Don't let that be you. It could be someone else with that, 9 of Pentacles. Could be a Virgo. That's a Virgo card, by the way. Virgo rising, Virgo moon. But don't let that be you. That's just like, oh, okay. Like it can be like a little indulgent and, again, like just Regina George energy. It's like going through it. If you saw that movie. But otherwise, you're good. The bigger energy, it is someone that you might want to, if you feel distant, if they feel distant. You got the 7 of Swords in your crown, okay? Just be honest with yourself this week, okay? If there is anything that's happening, don't ignore it. Just be truth to you. This card is a big card. It's, associated with like deception, dishonesty, disloyalty. It's in your crown. So be honest with yourself and don't be afraid to go deep and face the truths that, you have to face. Okay? Like I told you that Mars square Chiron is going to be strong this week. The other thing is, you may be on to someone. Remember all that Pluto energy, that secrets coming out, things like that. A little bit of deception here. So there may be someone that you're like, okay, are they lying? Are they cheating? Are they stealing? 3 words that are associated with that card. There may be something here, but again, if you're just letting them get away, nothing gets solved, right? So keep that in mind. You got the 2 of Pentacles and the root of your spread. So there may be something here where you are on the verge of just things are coming together. It's a balancing act, right? There's a lot that you may be taking on. You got a bundle of planets in your 6th house of everyday activities and projects and things like that and work. And so there's a lot. So ask yourself, like, what is going to bring that balance? This card is, one of the most imbalanced cards. It's got foot off the ground. The waves are a little off, things like that, right? So just have that balance. You got to go deep and you got to see like what's going to bring that balance, especially in your physical world. Pentacles are your physical reality. And remember, I said there's a lot of career stuff and work stuff happening here. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Okay. You may also like have some sort of offer come through. It's something new that you're adjusting to, but it's all about having things come together. And it feels like it's something new. It feels like it's something new that you've never experienced. Okay. And so that's why you want to take that time to balance things out. All right. Within and in your physical world. And again, it can be money and wealth as well. Even like with family stuff is coming up. Like the foundations of your life too. Okay. So like just putting things in order. Hello. You got the 9 of Cups in your future. Look at what's happening here. Yeah, you're going to be fine. The 9 of Cups is all about, well, we call this the Wish Come True card. I say it's genie in a bottle energy. He's sitting there like a genie in a bottle. This is everything that you wish for is happening. That inspired action that you're taking, everything moving in the direction that you want it to. This is amazing. This is really great. This is a lot of feeling achievements. Like I said, you've got activity there. This is also feeling proud of yourself. You see the cups over his head, so a lot of enlightenment here. The cups are emotions, feelings, love, all of that. It's wonderment into it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Really great. Okay. It's total satisfaction is what this card is. You're gonna be fine. Things are moving for you. Okay. Just be honest with yourself and just have that structure. Okay. Moving forward. There does seem like there's gonna be even a decision that you're gonna be making. You're good, Libra. Let's get to your stuff. Libra, Libra Nation, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on. You know I love hearing from y'all. You know that I appreciate all that, and you know I love y'all. All right, so let's see. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're good. This is amazing. This is amazing. Um, here's the thing. Okay. Um, You've got the Two of Swords with the Two of Cups down here, right? So remember I said earlier that it seems like there may be a decision that you're on that will bring that balance. And even if it's just prioritizing one thing over the other, that's that, okay? Go within, okay? You see that she does have the, blindfold on. So there is just, again, opening up your heart. She's crossing off her heart. You see that, right? And so opening up your heart, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let people in, okay? Because her back turned to the moon, to the sea, to emotions, to her intuition. So you may be feeling a little bit of that. This is your card too, okay? Moon in Libra. So take that time to really go within, connect with your intuition. All right? Everything that I said earlier, it's gonna really, you're gonna feel that. When you feel it in your bones, you really feel it to the point where you're comfortable taking off that blindfold so you can see, right? So you can see your path forward and what's in front of you in your reality instead of, right? You got strength in your external factors area. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You got a big friend on your side that's going to be really pivotal. Someone that here's the thing, strength, all about that inner courage. This is someone who is, believes that nothing is impossible, right? She's got the symbol of infinity over her head, infinite possibilities, right? And so it's all about that inner courage and that confidence and trusting yourself. And so I really love that because it seems like it's coming through, but for me, it's coming through in the form of a friend, coming through even like a benefactor, ally, someone you trust, and it could be, actually, strength is Leo, right? You see the light in here. Leo rules your 11th house. So the 11th house is your social network, your network, everything that I just said, benefact, all of that is part of the 11th house. But the 11th house is also your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams, your long-term goals. Why is that? Well, two reasons. One, the 11th house is Aquarius ruled. What is Aquarius rules? Humanity, the masses, connections with other people, right? But also the future, right? And Saturn is one of Aquarius's rulers. Remember, Saturn is all about those long-term goals and visions and dreams and all that. So why is this a big deal? Because when you think about ancient astrology, right? When we didn't have iPhones or whatever, when you think about ancient astrology, it's the people that you knew that made your dreams come true. Okay? That's why they're both in the 11th house. So again, it does seem like there's someone here that's making things happen for you, or you're doing something with someone that has brought you that joy and satisfaction and your wish coming true. You're really good. You got the sun. I can't even. You're good. You're good. The sun is optimism. It's everything. It's everything. It's that life force. It's that willpower. It's vitality. It's achievements. It's rebirth. It's everything that you want. Everything that you want. And then lastly, you have the Six of Swords. and your final outcome. Perfect. Perfect. Six of Swords, a lot of harmony. Things are harmonizing for you, especially up here. And this is just saying, like, listen, even if you've gone through anything, right, where it's like, it's hard to open up those, doors, or you're doing it, right? You're confronting things that you have to. That's what sets you free. Swords are the mental suit, right? Thoughts, ideas, logic, thinking, and processing. Also communication. But you see that my finger on the, turbulent waters. Look at the direction they're going. There's no undulation from chaos to calm. Look at and so the swords are in the boat, and it's just like, look, F it, right? Like, this has happened. I'm not dwelling on it anymore. We're moving forward, okay? That's what's going to bring that great mindset where you make room for all these wonderful opportunities that's coming for you. So if there's anything that is up here that's like mental blockages, it's hit the road, Jack. Yeah? Because it's like, okay, it's happened. I've accepted it. I'm moving on. This is a great transition. It's almost even like this. It's like a rite of passage too for a lot of y'all. I mean, you are really truly ascending in this new area of your life. A lot of, again, big partnership, relationship energy that's happening for y'all. This is great. I'm very happy for you. Very excited for you. This is really wonderful. You got that. Oh, you got someone on your side. That's really nice. But you're good. I love this, Libra, because actually you had an amazing reading last week. Okay, so Libra, listen, the next week we will talk about April. Wait, we're doing April. Whoa, April. And remember what I said, we get a full moon in your sign. It's a big one. And that kind of technically ends the Aries Libra axis, right? Anyway, and then yes, the second spread. We're going to pull some cards. We'll do a spread for the eclipse this week. And then for Mars square Chiron, conjuncting the moon. I mean, it's just big. It's big. You don't need any clarifiers here. You're going to be fine. Actually, I might pull some in this second. But anyway, Libra, y'all are amazing. And remember, anyone can become members. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Thank you for being patient with me as well as I continue to heal myself, and I've been under the weather. Y'all are amazing. I will see you next week, Libra Nation. All right. Bye-bye.